This has been awesome so far. We want to actually move now to a segment that we call start, sub, or sit. So, Coach, this first question has to do with when you watch and admire another great team, what is it particularly about that team that, you would say, hey, this team is really well coached? So start, sub, or sit, their execution, their toughness, or their consistency. Like they consistently play well or do what they need to do well.
The three of them. The three of them, because execution without toughness and is nothing. And no, I would say this season in the league, in the French league, Levallois is playing the best basketball so far I saw, and they are doing really well in Eurocup too. Coach is Vincent Collet is the French national team coach. Their timing, their spacing, the way they play, they execute really well, and they got a lot of toughness too. They're well coached. I work a lot on them because I play them twice in 1 month, and believe me, it's not hard to build a game plan against this team.
With the toughness, I always wondered, when you say a team is tough, I guess what are things that you look at and say, wow, they're tough on how they defend the pick and roll, or how they rebound, or how they close out, or I guess what are things that always stand out to you about tough teams?
I think tough team is a mindset. Really, if I have to say this season, this is what I didn't find this chemistry. I didn't find this toughness so far with my team, and I think it's a mindset you must build from the first day, from the first practice. Basketball is about impact. Or you move forward, or you move backward, and this is about toughness, and this is about consistency, because everyone or every team can be tough on one action, but to be tough on every single action for 40 minutes, I think this is where, for the moment, I didn't find the key with my team so far, because we are able to do it from time to time, but not for a full game. Always go to the next possession. I think the toughness and the toughest team are those ones who are able to go from offense to defense, from defense to offense, always next possession, the next possession mentality. Whatever happened, a bad call, a bad play, a bad pass, a bad turnover, the coach will yell on you, you go to the next possession. And I think for the moment, I was not able to, I'm not able, it's not over, but this is what we missed with my team so far.
Coach, first, I really appreciate your honesty and talking about chemistry. And you mentioned earlier too, your team has struggled to find a defensive chemistry. How are you with your staff actively working or searching for that chemistry? What are you guys talking about? What are you trying to do in practice to instill this next play mentality, like you talked about, build the defensive chemistry?
That's a really good question. So to be honest with you, I think we didn't find the chemistry so far because we struggle with one player. I told my player I was really unhappy about the way we played and the way we practiced our last 15 days, which is really rare, honestly, because we practice a lot. We are a young team. We practice a lot, and the way we practice is, I didn't like it too much. So I said to them, look at, I'm not surprised. We play like we practice. This is simple to say that, but this is the truth. So we're going to war starting in March, and we will go back. I already faced many times those kind of situations. This is not new for me. This is a coaching life. I always go back to the fundamentals. Always go back to the fundamentals. So in March, after the break, they're gonna come back to what you teach when you're coaching under 13 team. A simple deny at one pass, a jump to the ball, a basic concept of ball move, eye move. We will come back to really basic things. And until this is not perfect, and I'm talking perfect, we will not go to the next step, which is after the ball pick, the indirect screen, and whatever you want. But we will come back to this idea of you have to be connected together. Just, if you think about defense, just moving with the ball without doing anything else, you will have, when you're looking at your team, you will have the impression of everybody is connected together. Just this. I'm not talking about ball pick defense, whatever. Just this. And we will come back to those fundamentals.
Great stuff.
And ball pressure.
Yeah.
And ball pressure. Because there is one topic you sent to me, Patrick, was to talk about off ball screen situation.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, if you got a good ball pressure, you can do whatever you want on flare screen, on back screen. Because if you got a player who is B on the ball, that's really tough. When you get the ball in your hand and you have to look at a flare screen or back pick, and you got a great pressure on you, that's hard to make the pass. That's really hard to make the pass.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it goes back as simple as that.